GoAga.com here with Coach Olszewski, and you guys first full scrimmage, first live contact. How did everything go this afternoon?
That was good. I felt really good about it. I thought our kids answered the tempo pretty well. You know, the first time we're bringing guys to the ground and going through a scenario that that efficiency comes into play, and defense and offensive calls match down and distance and personnel, move the ball. So I was really pleased from the perspective of how our kids handled the situations that came up. You know, third and shorts and sudden change and quick alerts and those scenarios that I thought our kids did a pretty good job with.
Yeah, and you singled out a couple guys, and some of the captains did. Have there been any standouts, redshirt freshmen that have kind of poked their head out?
Well, that's the great thing about spring ball. You know, a lot of our redshirt freshmen were redshirted, and they didn't have that opportunity last fall to really learn our system. So it's such a big learning curve to get in and not only play at the speed that the other guys are playing at, but also learn. So there are some good freshmen. I think our corner play in Jordan Johnson and Kevion Mahan has been really good. I think those two young men are really coming along and providing some great coverage responsibilities and doing some things special on that perspective. Our two young quarterbacks are coming along very nicely and helping challenge Trey Hyde in the opportunity that he has. You know, some of our young skill players with our running backs. Jackie Davis is having a phenomenal spring camp to go with the veterans that we have there too. So every young man gets an opportunity to play in the spring, and I love that because it's the learning time and then the execution and effort that goes to play together.
And you guys have been outside here at KO Stadium pretty frequently. Weather hasn't been that great, but you know, it's still be able to get outside. What's the benefit of that?
Compared to last spring, it's unbelievable. You know, we had to be in the field house, and we had snowbanks as high as the walls here last year. So we'll take this every day of the week. The benefit is the spacing, you know, that comes with playing ball and understanding fits and playing with each other. I think the effort that our kids are giving to hustle to the football on both sides of the ball is really critical, and you can see that outside when you get field awareness and spacing and conditions, throwing against the wind, you know, throwing with the wind and little things like that really matter in the game.
All right, thanks, Coach, and good luck the rest of the spring. We'll catch up with you in a few weeks.
Thank you.
Here with Dajon Newell. Last spring season for you. What's it been like so far this year?
It's been good. It's been fun. It's been definitely a lot better than last year since we have already gone through a year with this playbook, so it's a lot of just refreshing instead of learning new things. So we're going through it a lot faster and just getting our timing down and everything offensively, so that's really nice. Defenses seems like they're picking up well. They're flying around really fast, so we're looking good, feeling good.
All right, and what are some things you've been working on going into your senior season, just for you specifically, and then some team goals that you might have set this spring?
I mean, individually, same as it's always been, just working really hard in the weight room in the off season, just getting a lot stronger, and also kind of now starting to work on a little more conditioning. And we, towards the end of the off season in the winter, we did a lot more kind of agility work and things like that to kind of get us in shape. So that's pretty much individually, and then as a team, I mean, pretty much the same stuff that we can do in the off season as far as lifting and everything I've said before. Now it's just time to kind of get our chemistry down a little bit more and our timing and just feel really comfortable with each other.
And you spoke about the experience of having a full year under the playbook, and what's that kind of translated with the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and all you guys as an offense?
It's just it's a lot less learning and a lot more review. So it's not necessarily like we have to go through things so slowly. It's kind of a lot more can just be like reminders, like, hey, remember you got to do this on whatever route, and it's like, oh yeah, I knew that. And like, you don't have to sit down and take time to slowly explain every single thing, so we can just kind of, everyone's on the same page a lot more, and I mean, it's just kind of more of the same of just getting it down together even better.
All right, thanks, Dajon, and here's to a healthy spring.
Yep.